luck since I started driving for Banjo Matthews, Bill. I really looking forward to this race here. I run real good here last year, and I feel like my chance of Sunday will be real good.
You know, it's really strange. There aren't too many brother combinations racing against each other. What are your feelings when you're out on the track running against Bobby?
Well, he's just another real good competitor. When we leave pit road, the brothers, kind of cease right there. Not that we really go after each other or anything like that, but we're just real good competitors for each other.
You've been racing against each other now for how long?
About 9 years on a modified circuit. We really had some real good races, Bobby and I.
When you get out in front, and you have run 1 and 2, I'm sure, sometime in the past, several times as a matter of fact, what feelings run through your mind? You really think about brother against brother?
Well, yeah, I guess it comes in, it'd be just like playing ball or anything like that. One brother'd like to beat the other brother, but he's beat me and I beat him, so it kind of evens itself out.
Talked about your car here. You've been running very well this year. You've been eclipsing a lot of speeds that you've run in the past with this particular car.
Yeah, this car really has been running real good for me. I started driving this car at Rockingham, which got rained out, and I ran real good in Atlanta. Ran third in Atlanta, and with a little luck here Sunday, I think I can win this race.
Tiny Lund, what's it going to win this race here at Martinsville Sunday?
Well, at Martinsville, it takes a lot of luck, a good pit crew, and a good driver, and all kinds of brakes, because there's a lot of heavy traffic on this little half mile, and you have to use the brakes as well as the gear, as well as the engine and everything. The whole car gets to work out here. So when you last for 500 laps, let alone win, it's something accomplished in itself. So whoever wins the old Martinsville 500 usually has all kind of brakes and has a good car.
How about the wear and tear on the driver himself? A lot of drivers have told me that this is probably as tough a track as there is.
Well, that's for more reasons than one. If you happen to get a still day where all the gas fumes stay in here, you breathe so much of these gas fumes, and that always hurts a lot, because there's been many a driver have to have oxygen here. I have seen where every car in the race but one had relief, and that was back in '57. I think the only guy that didn't get relief was the guy that won the race, and Bill Amick. And I think some cars had as high as 3 drivers. It was a still day, and the gas fumes stayed in here, and it just wiped out everybody. And then, of course, these tight turns with the acceleration that we have, the centrifugal force gives back cramps and neck cramps, and this tends to really put a strain on the drivers.
Well, without having driven here even yet this year, you have had some back problems, and not from that.
Well, we had a little accident, tire testing last week at week 4 last at Charlotte, and I spent last week in the hospital on traction, and so I don't know if I survive this track, well, I'm better shape than I think I am.
Also on today's program at Martinsville was a 100-lap NASCAR race for modified cars. The top 3 starters, Ray Hendrick of Richmond in number 11, a 1937 Chevrolet, Rod Harris of Richmond in number 98, a 1936 Chevrolet, and Perk Brown of Eden, North Carolina in number 04, a 36 Chevrolet, never changed positions and finished 1, 2, 3. The race was halted for about 10 minutes because of a heavy downpour of rain, and there were 4 caution flags, 3 because of spinouts and 1 because of debris on the track. Hendrick, for his first place finish, received $700. This, by the way, was his 5th win at Martinsville Speedway. Harris collected $500 for finishing 2nd. Brown received $400 for 3rd. Bill Dennis of Glen Allen was 4th in number 54, 63 Falcon, while Ken Rush of High Point, North Carolina, driving a 36 Chevy, number 22, was 5th. Dennis won $300 and Rush $200.